Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Shemaka Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, those who rule well with truth and sincerity. Yalak Mara'ah from the Shepherd of Araya camp. Something we was building on, the Akim, last night through the Spirit. Pretty much, just to go out and say it, maybe this will be the title. You know, if this is going to pass away, what are we really doing? You know, this is going to pass away, and this I'm talking about is the world. You know, what are we really doing? What should we be focusing on? You know, we should be focusing on something that's going to last forever. You know, and that's the answer. When you go into it, what's going to last forever is the commandments of the Most High. I'm going to read this in 1 John and try to get a few other precepts, and, you know, going from there, 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You know, each of us that are born inside of these bodies, we gain an attachment, you know, a bond. It could be kids, it could be styles, it could be clothes, fashion. It could be, you know, just relationships with people in the world, because that's really what everything is about. When you get down to it, why people will do things, they don't want to lose a relationship with things. So how you dress, what's, you know, who you entertain, who you talk to, the conversation, you know, more or less, you don't want to lose relationship with people in the world. So you would have a certain conversation with them, because when this truth comes out, and I'm talking about this Bible, it separates. But when you having a conversation in the world, it amalgamates everything, because everybody, this world's of the same mind, whether it's sports, fashion, partying, females, you know, you name it. You know what I'm saying? You name it. You'll come up on agreements. But when this book comes out, it starts to separate all of that. All right, verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, right? Because everybody that's in the world, you're going to have the lust of the flesh. You know, doesn't matter what it is. A new house, new car, new this. You know, that is a desire, right? Because what did that make you, I mean, you might say, yeah, it makes you feel more like a man. You got a better house. So you provided more for your family. You feel more like a man, you know. You know, you taking care of yourself. So that's why you would dress a certain way. You know, you have that respect. People have that, you know, entitlement towards yourself. You know, even if someone don't notice, you know, that's more or less what it is, right? It says, in the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. See, all of these things that's promoted in this society, generational wealth, you know, high value man, what Kevin Samuels like to say, you know, all of these things is of the world, man. You know, and for granted, you know, you do take care of yourself, and, you know, of course it's going to be with things in the world, you know, because you can't escape it, but that is of the world, and it's not of the Most High. So your focus can't be necessarily on those things, and here's why. Verse 17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. So at the end of the day, the concepts of these houses, the concepts of, they say the fashion of the world passes away. The whole concept of whatever is giving you that entitlement of pride or making you feel better is eventually going to pass away. That's in the world, right? But he that doeth the will of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, abideth forever. Now what's that? You doing prophesying, being brotherly, you know, looking out for those who are less fortunate. You know, these are the things that's going to abide forever, okay? The commandments abide forever, all right? The kingdom is going to come. This is going to pass away. So at the end of the day, you know, we was building, you know, even the Pharisees that was holding on to everything in Jerusalem. And what I mean by that is the temple and all of that stuff, which the temple was pretty much a cardinal state. It was spiritual. The spiritual temple was the men of the Lord, right? But they held on to that because it came with respect in the flesh, right? And it they were holding on to it and wouldn't come in the truth. And it still went away. Because guess what? The temple's not even there to this very day. So as we look at things, you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, you look at Egypt, these things that people held on to, and they're pretty much finished, and we in this current society, is it really worth holding on to when it's gonna go away? And that's no. That's no. All right? Now, it's a thin line, because you can't just let everything go now. And that means, as far as fuck it, I'm just going to live off the land and, prophesy, go to the Most High. So there's certain things you have to abide with, but that you can't make that your focus. All right? And it's speaking to self, these things is things, the Lord wants us to build up in ourselves with prayer, fasting, these is, I had a scripture that came to mind, but let me get this one in 2 Corinthians. It says, 2 Corinthians 4:18, while we look not at the things which are seen, which is the kingdom, me being kingdom-minded, brothers, being in peace with one another. You think of, seeing the Most High. You think of, the things of the kingdom, pretty much, everything being at one, and, calmness in the earth, animal, just everything being a synchronized peace, you ruling the nations, putting servitude, just in its proper order, not like, we just want to see people. So no, we want to see things in its proper order, things flourishing as it should, no more sicknesses, no more diseases, Israel in a healthy state, does that bother you when you see Jake all jacked up all the time, man? It's your people. It's gonna it's gonna bother. It's gonna take a toll on you. They did it on all the prophets. But it says, but at the things which are not seen. All right. So we're looking at the things which is, so that's your focus. Oh, the scripture came to my mind. 2 Peter is the third chapter. If I forget, what conversation should you be seeing that this passed away? But it says, but at the things which are not seen, right? For the things which are seen are temporal. So, when you go into that word temporal, it means what? It's temporary. The bodies, you got people who spend, their whole lives, hours getting their body done. Females are getting their body done, and it's temporary. They're never going to take this, so they spend that, and, all day, all long, and lusting after, getting this bigger and that bigger. Same thing for men, or, you're trying to scope themselves a certain way, or whatever it may be. Now we know working out is healthy for you, so you're supposed to take care of yourself. But you do have individuals that focus on these things as the end all be all, and it's temporal. They don't know when, what's going to happen. They could get a disease and die. Look what happened to that chick missed 2 weeks out. She had a bad affliction in the body, but anything can happen, So it's temporal. So with that mindset, it says, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So it's like, don't let it stress you out. It's more or less what it is. Don't let it stress you out. Don't let it make you do something that going above and beyond your means. That happens to me. Sometimes I do something stupid. It's not every moment, but you'd be like, damn, why even spend that much on this? Or why did I do this? And you'd be like, yo, I really can't. You're paid off, whatever. But sometimes it happens. You might do it to something make, whatever. It's not wicked, but at the end of the day, you'll, be like, what, that was uncalled for after you did it. But the point is that a lot of things, don't let it defeat you, take you out, and make it where this is your forefront, and then you putting the truth to the back end at that. You're putting the truth to the back end, you're putting the Lord to the back end, you're putting the brotherhood, other younger brothers that you could be building with, and you're trying to chase this thing that's temporary, when that brother that you could be building with, this truth that you could be tapping into is eternal. Now, it's always a balance, of course, and that's the manner I'm speaking in it, but I'm speaking on it when you're letting this world get the best of you, and then you're losing that balance. right? Which happens as well, because we're in the world, you see these things, right? So it's gonna happen. It's not like it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So the last one was 2 Peter's, right? 2 Peter's chapter 3. Now this right here, man, as we building, for brothers, do these videos with some brothers who didn't catch the bill, maybe the spirit will jump on them, hit them a certain way, put you in a right mindset. That's what it's about, being in a mindset. Satan is good with putting people in the right mindset, whether it's with lies, vanity, whatever it may be. He know how to get you in a certain mindset. Get rich, die trying. That's a mindset. FB, get money. That's a mindset. Only God can do. That's a mindset. YOLO. That's a mindset. These are the things that Satan is good with doing. So this is second. The Most High, is Hebrews 4:12. This is the Most High breaks that mindset. 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, putting thoughts into captivity, breaks that mindset and puts you in a proper mindset. So that's why hearing the word, hearing the discourse, hearing the rebukes, hearing the scriptures is good for you. So this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that let's start from 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So it is going to come when everybody's caught off guard, chasing after whatever they chasing after, right? In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. All right, sound, crack the clouds, right? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, so what is that? The elements H2O, carbon to CO2, gold, all the elements, whole periodic table. All right. So it says, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So all the works, all the laboring, all the buildings, the nice parks, the generational wealth, the houses, the new car, the new body, the money, everything, except for your faith. Right? Those works stand. So there's a work that will stand, but this is talking about the works in the world. Okay? Your accomplishments, your achievements, all right, will all be burnt up. So, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, all right? So we talking about all of these things that dissolve, right? What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So what type of mindset should you be in? If it's all going to be burnt up, fuck it. Just let it all go. It's the most easiest thing to do. And it's the most thing that makes sense. Even though you're looking at this world constantly 24/7. But every time you look at it, the thing that should be in the back of your head is that, this is going to get burnt up. What's the point of me even chasing after this? What's the point of me chasing after that? Now, I'm not taking it and don't take this out in the way of, I might as well not, if you get a certain job or take a promotion at a certain job or, or whatever it may be, it's don't let this take you out the truth and don't let that stress you out if you're not getting it, because it's going to go anyway. And that's the real concept of it. So it's a balance within it all, because Yahweh Shah said, I want them to be in the world, but keep them back from the evil in the world. And what's the evil? The evil is the sin and the lust and these different things, all right, that will eventually pass away. This is what it is, So, this was a lesson pretty much, brother got to clock in. So, Lord's will was edifying, and I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem B'Kakodesh. And to the next time, I will say shalom. Peace.